Alrighty, hi there, this is Mary. I'm glad that you've joined me today. How are you? We have a wonderful whopping 9 degrees today. Still have some snow on the ground, not very much, but we have some. Pretty frigid out there, so I'm not going out if I don't have to be out there. This is now, I don't know what happened, but I'm filming this using my Pixel 7 phone. And I've never had any problems with it so far, but for some reason my phone decided to go black on me, black screen. Not really sure what that was all about. So here I am again. And I thought I was doing so well. My phone was probably going, do over, do over. So today, I should know this by heart now, we're going to be making banana bread. And this does call for walnuts, which I do have, but I won't be adding them to this recipe. And it does call for molasses, but I don't keep usually molasses in the house. And I'm not sure that I would really use it that often to even, have it. So there you go. Anyway, let me get started. So I've already cracked 2 eggs in here. No, you can't see it. And now I'm going to be using 2/3 cup of Splenda. Let's hope we can get through this recipe today without any more hiccups. Alrighty, so I got that in there. And oh my goodness, I hate when a little bit of puff of that comes up and it gets in your mouth or something. That's just weird. Okay, so what it does, what it says is to put your eggs and your sweetener together in a large bowl. This one I would say is a large bowl. And then you're going to mix the eggs and all this stuff together, and then you're going to be adding your other ingredients, which I got to get my other ingredients. This does call for 3 very overripe bananas. Wouldn't you say those are just right? So anyway, yeah, instead of just throwing them away, why not just put them in here for a nice little time. Let's make sure I got this up here all the way. I do. So I've run into problems with that before. I don't use this very often. So we're going to have that going on, and I got to now mash my bananas in another bowl. With it. Sure why that's making that sound. Hang on just a second. Do I not have? I got it up as far as it'll go. Ah, okay, well, everything's on there. Does not make that sound, so it is this new development here. That is on there as much as I can get it up there. Yeah, that's on there good and tight, so I can't imagine. Oh, I don't know. I'll assume that is okay then. I don't want to hear that constantly going thump, 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 so I don't think you would really enjoy that either. So we're going to get these going here. As far as brown and spotted there. They don't look bad on the inside. So, if you hear me sniffing, it's because well, my husband was sick, and then of course, you know, anyway, he always passes his germs to me, so he's getting over it, but thank you to my husband, he gave it to me. So, not sure. I guess, you know, in the winter time, you're always going to have maybe all kinds of, can't reach that right now. You're just going to have germs floating in the air. I had wanted to do a video, you know, the other day, but it just wasn't going to happen because I think that's when I start having sinus headaches and everything. So anyway, I'm going to mash up these bananas. What do I usually use to mash? Well, not going to find it in there, am I? Nope. Ah, it's over here. Oh, goody. Mash the bananas, they say. Ha 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 ha. Well, mash as much as you can, huh? Now, I don't remember if I said this, but this recipe does call for whole wheat flour, but I don't have any of that in the house, so we're just going to improvise with this recipe. I'm sure you can make it any way you want to. There's lots of recipes out there, so I mean, you don't have to go with this one, but if it inspires you to get in the kitchen, if you're like I am, when it's winter, you know, there's snow outside and you want to be able to be active and go outside for a walk and that sort of thing, and it's just too cold, or maybe the roads are too icy or something, you know, so you're just sort of forced to stay inside, you know, and so sometimes you can, I know sometimes I can get into this thing where I just don't want to do anything, you know, so but I kind of got into doing these videos because, number one, I will just say this, my husband and I had a really good friend that we knew him for a number of years, and he was a bachelor, and a really great guy, and a guy. Anyway, so he was a good friend. He was a good friend to my family and to my husband's family as well. And he passed away at the beginning of this year, and but when he was around, he was such he was always kind of cracking jokes, and he was just a really a fine guy, really, and just a loyal friend, you know. And since he knew that my mother and my mother's sisters were all good cooks, he would always ask me to make, not videos, but he would always ask me to cook a little something. He said, "Why don't you get in your kitchen and cook a little something?" And he says, "You can send me, you know, a short video of what you made." And I'm not sure that he actually followed through with it and, you know, and made anything that I, you know, made. But I think he just liked it, you know. He just enjoyed that friendship. And if that's all you need today is just someone to hang out with and feel like you're chatting with a good friend, I hope you'll consider that with me, because I enjoy a good conversation, and I enjoyed Danny. He was such a guy. He was such a good friend. I don't know why I keep saying he was such a guy. Oh my goodness. God, my brain is stuck or something. But he was such a friend, and we miss him a lot. And so I'm kind of doing these videos in memory of our friend. So let's get cooking here. Enough of me blah blah blabbing here. I don't know why I keep saying he was such a guy. Does that even make any sense? No, it doesn't. I don't know what I'm saying. You'll just have to forgive my little mess ups and goof ups here and there. I'm not reading from any script. I don't have a teleprompter. That would make it nicer, wouldn't it? But yeah. So anyway, we already have our bananas mashed. We already have 2 eggs and our Splenda in here. Now we need 1/4 cup vegetable oil. Now, I always use olive oil. That's just what we prefer. But you can use whatever oil that you feel comfortable with. Maybe canola oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, whatever you want to do. So I need 1/4 cup of that. Oh, where is my, I hope. Please let this be one. Yay, it is. It's 1/4 cup. So, tripled in volume. Oh my goodness. You mean to tell me I gotta have this on longer? Well, if you don't mind hearing that, it sounds like somebody lost their tire going down the highway. I don't know why it's making that sound. And if you know why it's making that sound, maybe leave me a comment. Okay, so we're going to be putting this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't really want to listen to that, really. Not really. Not really, not right now. Getting off track here. So where do I put my oil then? Okay, I see. Well, you still have to have this on, but like I said, I don't know. Everything's on there. Everything seems to be on there just fine. This is locked into place, so I don't get it. Is that just something that these things do? Every once in a while make sound? I don't know what's going on with it. Which I knew. Yep, that is 1/4 cup. I want to make sure. Drive me cuckoo. I can't stand that. Boom, 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 boom. Now, after the oil, you're supposed to add in the molasses, but I don't have any, so, but we will go with vanilla extract, and I'm not going to measure it. We're going to live dangerously here. Danger, danger. Oh my gosh, no, I don't want that. I thought that was the vanilla. I don't think ranch dressing would taste good in this recipe. No. I pulled it up thinking, oh no, that looks like that, but it isn't. So this does call for the vanilla extract, but we're going to I'm going to wing it here. And hopefully, since I don't have the molasses to put in there, maybe that'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to put this up so I don't accidentally add more to this recipe. That would be bad. And no, we don't have to add any baby food to this one, so we're okay with that. So we have this. Okay, so we already added the vanilla extract, and okay, so then I need to add in my bananas in here. So to do that, I need to go ahead and lift this up. And again, I wish I knew what was going on. Everything seems to be on here. I don't get it. Oh, wait a minute. No, shoot. No, it's not locked there. No. Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why it's doing that. And it shouldn't be, you know? Should not be doing that at all. I'm just going to use this wonderful thing to get my mashed bananas out of here. Nuts and hires. I don't think that's going to work. Let's move this off of here for a moment. Because I do not know. I cannot figure out how to do that. It's just bugging me. I'm being bugged today. Probably could have just poured it in there with that being all together, but that's all right. No biggie. It's on there. Everything else is on there. Huh. Let me see if it makes sense. Okay, so hang on just a minute, I gotta pause you. I'm back. I'm kinda almost forgot to. So in a separate bowl, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your flour and your baking soda in there. And so I'm just kind of looking over. I need 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. So where did my wonderful teaspoon thing go? Don't know that it's in there. New. Okay. Hopefully my husband put it someplace where I can find it. Aha. Well. Oh man. Seriously? Oh. Oh my goodness. Where would he have put that? Oh my gosh. Oh wait a minute. I see a smaller one that I use, but where did he put my bigger one? Oh, nuts. Would it be in the dishwasher, I wonder? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, man. I like these too much to lose them. Okay? We don't want to lose these. And you can just see I almost kind of went bonker doo-doos over that. So, getting back to what I was doing. 1 1/2 teaspoons of, no, I already did that. 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. So 1 1/2. There it is, right there. Oh my gosh, I would have been up a creek with no paddle, let me tell you. All right, you put that in there. I just want everything centrally located. I hate chasing things down all over the place. So I put that over there so I don't get all mixed up. And we're going to go ahead and, no, I don't want a fork. Oh, well, whatever. We're just going to do this. And I would imagine they just want you to sort of, because in a large bowl, they want you to combine the flours, the baking soda, and nuts. But I'm not putting in any nuts. No nuts today. So now that I've got that all mixed up in there, and I want to make sure we have the eggs, we have the Splenda, we have the mashed bananas, the, well, in my case, the olive oil. We didn't put in the molasses, so if you want to do that and go by the recipe, fine with me. We put in the vanilla extract. Now, I didn't have the whole wheat flour, but I just went ahead and put in 2 cups of the regular all-purpose flour. So if you normally use self-rising flour, I'm not sure how you would do the measurements on that. Don't know. I don't use self-rising flour, so I have no idea. Okay, so what it says to make a well in the center of your flour and then add in the banana mixture using a large spoon or spatula. Stir just until the dry ingredients are moistened. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and unplug this thing. And I did run this a little bit while it was on pause. So now we're going to just pour all this stuff in here. Boy, that's lots of stuff. I'm going to get me a spatula and get all that out. I don't know why. It just looks like there's a lot of mixture there. That's okay. And I may have already said this too, but if you haven't checked out my other video on the soft batch chocolate chip cookie bars, do so, because you're going to want to check that out if you haven't done so already. And those were very, very good. And like I said, on so many other tries of my video, those were excellent. Is it recording? It says it is. Okay, well, I just don't want to have another hiccup, because that just takes time off of what I'm trying to do here. So I have my wonderful spoon, and we're just gonna, it says to mix it until just moistened. I wish I did have an overhead way of mounting the camera, which I don't. That sounds like a more expense. You all are just sitting on top of a tripod that my husband kept from, probably from an older camera that wasn't a smartphone. You know, remember the other cameras where you actually had film developed? That used to be such a highlight. I can remember when I still lived at home. I'd say, "Wow, Mom, have you gotten a call from the Kmart yet to see if we can pick up our, our prints?" And she'd say, "Well, no, not yet." I remember Fox Photos. Some malls actually had a place where you could have prints developed. Anyway, I think, well, nope, strike that idea. I thought I had everything mixed together, but I don't. There's still some dry flour mixture on the bottom here. So let me get that properly mixed in there. Okay. this is what this wonderful stuff looks like. So yours should look something like that. Smells wonderful. So I'm going to turn you all around because I'm going to be putting this into the loaf pan over there. I keep looking over this way. I need to look over here. Anyway, so I'll be right back. Well, silly me, I forgot to set my oven, so I can't really put it in there just yet. Oh, nuts. Where did I put that? No, I didn't put it there. Oh. Thank heavens. So I hope you're all doing very well today. And staying warm if you're in a colder climate. It's just been really crazy, all the winter weather and all the flooding that they had down in the, in Kentucky, recently. My goodness, that's something else. Now, if you wanted to add chocolate, chips to this, which, sounds good, but I don't think my husband would want that. He says chocolate chips should only be in cookies or in brownies or something like that. He doesn't like to find chocolate chips. I mean, it's already a sweet bread anyway, right? Well, this went in just fine. Now I gotta, what did I do? Oh, well, I put it over here. So, now if our friend Daniel had still been around to this day, he would say, now Mary, I can't have nuts. He was highly allergic to nuts, and he was allergic to corn products. So he just had all kinds of food allergies. And he used to be at his church. He used to be a Sunday school teacher. And I guess during the summertime, I'll bring you all up here. They would have VBS at their church. And he'd be one of the people that would have to be there, And he said most people knew that he had these allergies. So when they were preparing anything using peanut butter, they usually told him so he would leave the building, because that actually goes throughout the entire building if you got air conditioning going on. And he said one time somebody probably didn't know that he was in the building, and they opened up several jars of peanut butter, he told me. And he said that started to waft through the air ducts. And he said that he started to just kind of lose it. And he said the next thing he knew, he said he fell to the floor, but, he probably was unconscious or something. And he said somebody had found him and carried him outside so he could get some fresh air. So that was terrible. And so you had to be really careful about corn, and they use a lot of corn products and all kinds of things, and nuts too. So you all out there that have any kind of food allergies, oh, my heart goes out to you, because something that I just did because I wanted to do something nice for him was I used to do it, back then that was before they had a whole lot of things you could do on the internet. Well, they had some things you could do on the internet, but I think he wanted something tangible, something he could hold, like a regular newspaper. And so what I used to make for him is a newsletter, and it was subscription based because I knew a few people that had food allergies, and it wasn't that much or anything. It was just kind of defray my cost of having to send it out and my time of typing it up and everything. But I would actually physically go into stores and go through the frozen food section, go through canned goods, go through the box goods, anything like that. And I wore these a lot, my readers. And fortunately for me back then, I didn't have to wear my readers all the time because I could make out some of the size font that they had on packages back then. But then what I did was I would list for him maybe certain packages of, like Bird's Eye, frozen such and such, or whatever it was, a can of something. And I would have to tell him on there where in the ingredients, if the corn or something or anything that had nuts in it or anything, it had to be so far down on the list. Because, even a lot of your ice creams, now, I guess they still do this, I don't know, because I have problems with certain kinds of ice creams, and I don't really have any food allergies. But he also had to watch out what kind of ice creams he had. And so I used to do a lot of research back then on the different types of, names that they gave things, and then you'd look it up again, and you'd go, oh, that's a form of, corn only made into this, or this is another form of a nut but made into this. So a lot of your fillers and things like that in ice cream are actually a lot of walnuts and stuff. So if you have problems with certain kinds of ice cream, you might want to look at the ingredients. You might already be one of those people that have to do that. And that was something he had to do back in the day when he could still drive himself to the grocery store. He said it would take him a long time to get through the aisles and everything just because he was reading the ingredients. So just putting that out there for you. And yeah, that's not a fun job to have to, because you don't want to have any reaction. So he didn't, definitely. Okay, well, I have everything ready, and my stove has let me know. Be quiet, Mary. Put this in. So this is what we're going to do. And, ooh, that is a hot oven. Now then, it says to bake this for how long? So we're going to bake it for 45 to 50 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the middle of the loaf comes out clean. So we're going to set this for 45 to 50 minutes. So my timer, I'm sure there's a way I don't have to just I can hold it down. 45 to 50 minutes. I'll do it for 47. So anyway, that has to stay in there a good long time. Well, anyway, this wraps up this segment of In the Kitchen with Mary. I keep wanting to look over here. Why? I don't know. Who's over there? Nobody. But thank you so much for joining in with me today. And I know I had you pause for a while, but that's all good. And it's good that I end this now anyway, because throughout this segment I've been having a little headache pain here and there. So yeah, the sinus problems. So anyway, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you're more than welcome to do so. If you'd like to give me some likes, I'd appreciate it. Until the next time that we're in the kitchen together and you just need a friend to hang out with, hey, let's do it again. And I'll see you next time. Bye.